Dose of Knowledge presents 15 signs that you might be an INFJ, the rarest personality type in the world. The acronym INFJ stands for Introversion, Intuition, Feeling, and Judging. This personality type is considered one of the rarest among the 16 personality types, representing only about 2% of the world's population. People with this personality type have very unique characteristics that help them stand out from the rest. They can be incredibly mysterious and emotionally intelligent, often referred to as the counselor or the advocate. While we may think we know a lot about this personality type, it is actually quite misunderstood. So, let's explore some of the key characteristics of the INFJ personality type and find out if you might be one of them. Number 1, different, because most other individuals are on a different wavelength than they are. Their dominant function is intuition. They subconsciously perceive patterns in almost everything, primarily related to human nature. Due to their secondary function, feeling, which draws them to other people, intuition is the ability of an individual to understand something subconsciously, without knowing how or why. They know how intuition works subconsciously, and it can be described as a kind of psychic ability. However, INFJs often struggle to explain this sixth sense to others, which can make them feel isolated or simply misunderstood because they seek perfection and procrastinate. People with this personality type constantly grapple with the fear of failure. They strive for perfection and try to surpass the capabilities of an ordinary individual in almost everything. This means that INFJs procrastinate a lot due to their subconscious need to find perfection in almost everything. However, realistically, they can do all these things they fear without having to try so hard. That said, INFJs have difficulty dealing with criticism because it really stands out in their minds, sometimes overshadowing the positive feedback they receive. However, as they mature, they find it easier to let go of this need for perfection. They can allow themselves to make more mistakes or focus on their self-confidence to achieve remarkable results in their life goals. Number 3, value beauty and quality. Beauty and quality are things that an INFJ seeks in almost everything. They simply prefer to be surrounded by sophistication and beauty. They are especially attracted to high-quality things, whether it's food, beautiful clothes, or anything well-crafted. And although their focus on sophisticated items goes against their spiritual nature, beauty is a very inspiring and calming force for them. That said, INFJs are typically minimalists. They prefer to have a few good things rather than many mediocre ones. Number 4, radiate warmth and charm. Most of us don't usually sit next to a stranger and find ourselves telling them our deepest fears, dreams, and personal secrets. But INFJs are such charming people that it's not uncommon for a stranger to readily share such information with them. People with this personality type generally have an aura that makes others feel incredibly comfortable and at peace when they're around them. Almost everyone enjoys being in their company, and they are very good at putting people at ease. They are not only reliable and charming but also excellent listeners who speak in an understandable manner and meet others where they are. Number 5, highly perceptive of others. INFJs can read others very well and understand their emotional states and motivations within seconds. On the other hand, they themselves are not as easy to understand, and this can be challenging when you're trying to understand someone as well as they understand you. INFJs are not only very good at reading other people's emotions and feelings but also use their intuition to delve deeper beyond the surface of someone else's mind. They are intrigued by how other people's minds work and in discovering what makes them unique in their own way. They often manage to perceive when someone is lying to them or even when someone is lying to themselves. Number 6. Absorb others' emotions. It's common for INFJs to absorb others' emotions and interpret them as their own feelings. For example, if someone around them is excited, they often get excited too. If someone is stressed or anxious, they may also feel stressed or anxious. Feeling the emotions of others in addition to their own can be overwhelming, but it also provides a better understanding of those feelings and the ability to heal and comfort others. INFJs can confidently tell others that they will be okay. Number 7. Create deep emotional intimacy. Most INFJs may seem reserved or shy in the presence of people they don't know well. They are often perceived as mysterious or simply private. But in reality, they are quite relational. It may take a little longer for them to open up to others and show their true selves. INFJs long for authentic connections and seek to trust people on a deeper level. And because of their empathy and ability to have meaningful conversations, they establish strong emotional bonds with people they trust. Number 8. True introverted nature. Although INFJs socialize easily, they are introverted individuals. They know how to blend efficiently in social environments but also feel completely at peace with a small circle of trustworthy and deserving friends. Like most introverts, INFJs often feel overwhelmed and exhausted in large social settings or crowds, despite their innate ability to excel in these environments. They need their alone time to relax and recharge. Number 9. Conflict sensitive. Conflict tends to unsettle personality types like INFJ. They seek to create harmonious relationships with those close to them and want those people to help maintain harmony in the relationship. When conflict arises, it can disrupt their seemingly constant optimism. They often have trouble sleeping or focusing when they are thinking about a conflict involving themselves or someone they care about. It can even stress their bodies to the point of experiencing muscle aches, headaches, stomachaches, or other unwanted physical symptoms. Of course, this doesn't mean that people with this personality type seek to avoid all conflict, but over time, INFJs learn to establish healthy boundaries for conflicts while advocating for their own needs and doing so with a complete understanding of others. Number 10. Future-focused. Willpower is a very important aspect of this personality type. INFJs often do what they can to move closer to personal goals. For example, if they are in a relationship that doesn't seem to be going anywhere, or they are employed in a place they don't like or don't see a future in, they will end the relationship or leave the job. Additionally, INFJs are also very critical of past circumstances and tend to remember negative experiences to avoid the negative feelings that often accompany these flashbacks. They generally prefer to live a future-focused life. Number 11. Attracted to those in need. They can see the good in others, but often become victims of the broken wing theory because they believe they can rescue others. They are often attracted to people who need help because of their ability to help and heal others with compassion. This can be rewarding for INFJs, but if boundaries are crossed, it can also become very stressful or frustrating. Number 12. Intellectual thinker. INFJs often find themselves thinking deeply about their purpose, meaning, and what makes everything in their lives the way it is. They enjoy music, reading, and philosophical or spiritual subjects because of their love for learning and expanding their understanding of the world. Naturally, because of their need to understand such profound revelations, INFJs don't engage in trivial conversations or gossip. This is an extremely positive trait but also presents challenges in enjoying simple things like watching a movie or having coffee with colleagues. INFJs often have difficulty relaxing or engaging in everyday activities without overthinking. Number 13. Talented in language. Due to their introverted nature, INFJs often spend their time alone, dedicating themselves to their personal hobbies. Being so insightful provides a vast expansion of creativity, often accompanied by a great understanding of language. However, INFJs tend to prefer writing over speaking because writing allows them to express their thoughts or creative ideas with fewer barriers. Conversations with others can easily become shallow or negative when discussing such opinionated topics, so they avoid speaking much unless necessary. Writing provides a sense of relaxation and tranquility because it's a broader canvas for expressing deeper thoughts. INFJs are often very talented and successful writers because of their ability to employ divine symbolism and intrigue in their writing. Number 14. Work better alone or in small groups. Although INFJs get along well with others, they often produce their best work when they work alone without interference. Or they can work with a few individuals they trust who have similar thought processes. While INFJs are emotional and highly sensitive, they can also be quite analytical and scientific. They often enjoy careers associated with science, research, or technology. Number 15. Focused on what is right. Due to their loving and healing nature, INFJs often feel compelled to protect others. They may stand up to bullies on behalf of someone else or focus on helping someone going through a difficult life situation. If they choose a career where they don't necessarily help others, they will likely donate money or find time to volunteer at a charity organization. They have no fear of standing up to wrongdoers, which motivates them to do what they believe is right. The INFJ personality type is complex and unique, and sometimes entirely contradictory. Like all personality types, INFJs have strengths and weaknesses. But understanding their characteristics can help others relate to them better. Of course, some of these traits are things many people can identify with, so the best way to determine your personality type is to take a test developed by experts. However, if you identify with most of these signs, there's a good chance you might be an INFJ. If you enjoyed this video, please like it so we can continue to produce more content. For more videos like this, click the subscribe button and remember to enable notifications. I'm leaving 2 videos on the end screen that I'm sure you'll enjoy.